Villorba Corse dominates the podium, achieving Lamborghini Cup glory at Misano 2025.
After the national anthem, it's time for the trophy presentations, and also there'll be a trophy for the winning team as well. It's always good for the team to be recognised as well as the drivers. Federico Foscini handing out the trophies. These differ from the regular trophies, don't they? The ones in the World Finals, something to stand out from the regular Super Trofeo ones?
Yeah, I believe they are slightly different to the regular series ones. You know, it's a standalone special event, so let's have some special trophies.
I think so. A nice touch, and Peter enjoying his time on the top step very much. It was hard work, but he made it look easy. Massimo, let's not forget, he did very, very well in the first part of the race, starting second, and really just had starting third on the grid, but it made it up to second, and thereafter such a strong run from the pair of them.
Can you look in front of you? Look in front of you first of all for the pictures, and then okay, great. You look downstairs, please, picking up your
again trophy. These people generally on podium, so they should understand the procedure. We need to have the winning photos. They can now, for once, they can spray the bubbly. The last few days, a lot of the drivers have been reticent. They don't need these race suits again for some while, unless they're one of the young drivers testing tomorrow. But this is the AM and Lamborghini Cup, so they can absolutely let rip with the fizz, and that's precisely what they do. Polite clink of the bottles. But for the Oregon team, for car 61, from Massimo Ciglia, who started, and Pietro Perolini, who finished, it's been a masterclass from them, eventually winning by 5.5 seconds. And there we are, points tally, 30 points for the pair of them, the World Finals title, the fourth on the race day, building on a good result from yesterday. Paolo Biglieri second on points, and Antoine Como third in the race today, third in the championship. You knit together two good results across the two races, you'll be towards the front, but nobody was going to topple Ciglia and Perolini. They had the job done yesterday, just needed to keep their noses clean today. Finished probably in about 5th position would be enough, but easier to do it by winning, and that's precisely what they've done.
Yeah, this is the only way you leave no doubt in anyone's mind, is if you go and bag a double win.
And now we're looking to the secondary class in this race. It's the one for the Lamborghini Cup, and car number 199, Rafa Racing Team. Driver, this one, Rocky Bollock. Well, he's happy with life up there. World finalist. He's only been racing for a very short amount of time. I'm sure he's learning with every lap he's out there. Had his scuffles this weekend, but he was clearly quick underneath. Coming out in second place, well, the man with the biggest smile in motor racing, to my view, those cool shades, Luciano Privitello, and to race for him into second place in the World Finals with his son Donovan. Yeah, they're already getting the prep in. Motor racing is about speed as well as preparation, but they've got the prep for getting the fizz flying. But Karim Ojjeh, European Lamborghini Cup class champion and World Final champion as well. So as the strains of the national anthem fade away, Villorba Corse looking very happy down in the paddock. Karim Ojjeh has got a little time on the top step of the podium to savour what he's just managed to achieve. Winner's cap on, trophies coming his way, then there'll be the photograph, then I'm sure there'll be an ebullient release of champagne. All three crews getting ready with that, waiting for Villorba Corse to pick up the winning trophy, team trophy as well. But Karim Ojjeh, 2025 Lamborghini Cup World Final champion, victory in race 1, victory in race 2, nobody could topple him. Team trophy as well to Villorba Corse, and it's always good when the mechanics and the team crew
and then
get some applause for all their efforts. Don't forget, across the course of the season, not all cars are returned to the pit garage in pristine condition. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of long nights sometimes.
Yeah, the mechanics and the team are the unsung heroes of all of this.
Looking downstairs, looking downstairs.
Good. And it's always said that a driver who treats the team well will be treated very nicely in return. I'm afraid someone who doesn't want to be sprayed with champagne is going to get rather soaked on the podium. It's an ambush up there. It's really not very fair if all you've got is a trophy. There is a swimming pool outside the circuit restaurant, but not needed to get wet. But for Karim Ojjeh, well, you can hear how much he enjoyed that. And really, he was in a class of his own in the Lamborghini Cup. And there, when the points are tallied with the point for pole position as well, he is only eventually 6 points clear. So a great job done by the Privitello father and son combination. They kept him absolutely honest with a pair of second places. Holger Hansson not so successful today, but fourth place today, but added to his third place yesterday, puts him in third position overall. But it really, that points margin doesn't do justice to the sheer degree of domination that Karim Ojjeh has had in this event, and just wonderful to see. It's up to the others to see what they can do about toppling him when they get the opportunity in 2026. But at the starts, it was Stefan Lemeray leading away from pole position. He would go on to build up really quite a lead. Was it going to be enough? Well, he certainly kept on building. None of the others could challenge him. His advantage was clawed back when the safety car came out. Then there was this moment where a big hit. And unfortunately, Philip Tang on the outside had absolutely nowhere to go. So tricky. Some great racing up and down the order, but it was all about the number 61 car. Once we got after the pit stops, came out in second place. Pietro Perolini picked off Rodrigue Guillen, who'd taken over the race-leading car from Stefan Lemeray. And thereafter, unfortunately for 27, it was a case of going backwards. This is the passing manoeuvre just after the pit stops and the change of hands for the lead. Car 61 making it look easy, neat and tidy. That was Pietro Perolini. He stretched clear. There was a further safety car period. And in fact, as he was chased by Adrian Lewandowski, they got too close together when it came to the second restart. You may see that a little bit later down the line. Adrian Lewandowski ending up with damage that would cost him his tilt a potential victory. John Hirschberg being tipped into a spin, and then just at the restart, Adrian Lewandowski got caught out by a little bit of a slow getaway, or a delayed getaway, if you will, by Pietro Perolini. Damaged his car, was hauled in. Then right at the end of the race, Serwin Mazul going for a spin. That took him out of that four-car battle for second place. With a flag, lights are flashing, Pietro Perolini, victory and the World Finals title. In behind it was time for Stefan Tribunini. Came forward in the car that started 13th and took second place overall. But the champions, with a win in race 1 and a win in race 2, car 61, Massimo Ciglia out of the car without a helmet. Pietro Perolini still on board, but you can tell even with the helmet on his head, he was a happy man, and that joy carried on all the way up to the podium. Beaten before, not this time. They got the job done in 2025. So what a wonderful run from them. World Finals champions. And that's the end of the first part. We've got the Pro and Pro-Am final.
Watch more racing victories. Join us again for thrilling action.